Did the ocean breeze pacify you? Did the palm trees sanctify?
Good morning, family. Welcome back and good morning. Today we are going to descale our Keurig Express coffee maker. As you can see, the descaling light is on, which simply means that it is time to clean our coffee maker. So as you can see, there is a little bit of water in that, and we're going to dispose of that, and we're going to rinse out our reservoir or container really well. This is the container that holds the water that makes our coffee. So we're going to rinse it out really well with some hot water, hot as you can stand it. And then we're going to get ready to descale. First thing we're going to do is measure. What I'm using is white distilled vinegar, but you can use the resolution if you choose. In the instructions, it tells you that you can use white distilled vinegar. It's much cheaper than the resolution, so we're using vinegar today. You're going to measure and you're going to put in 2 full cups of the vinegar. And of course, we're going to pour that in our container. And it's going to put us right at about half full. It's going to put us right at about half full in the container. And then what we're going to do is we're going to measure and do the same thing with just regular water, tap water, bottled water, distilled water, whichever you choose. So we're going to measure and do the same thing with that 2 full cups of water. And as you can see, I'm measuring it and pouring it in at this time. So we're going to go ahead and pour that in. I did have to add just a little bit more water to get it where I needed it to be. But you know, vinegar can be strong, so the more water, I would assume, the more it will help. So then we're going to go ahead and set that up, and we're going to put our Keurig in descale mode. And how we do that is you can't descale it unless it's in descale mode. So we're going to push the 10 and the number 6, and we're going to hold that until the number 8 light starts blinking. Once that starts blinking, then we know that we are in descale mode. So let's go ahead and put our Keurig in descale mode. Okay, and as you can see now, the number 8 is blinking. The descale light is blinking. So now we're going to begin the full cleaning of our coffee maker. Make sure that you have a container that can hold at least 10 ounces of water. I'm using the same coffee mug that I already had, and we're just going to go with that today. So now we're going to begin descaling, and what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Each time it brews and stops, we're going to continue until it requires for us to add water. So let's go. As you can see, that water is very hot coming out of there, so be careful with that. And just a little FYI, while you are in descale mode, be careful not to lift up your C cup where you put your coffee at. If you lift that up, that is going to put you out of descale mode, and then you would have to start the process all over. So be careful not to lift up the K cup where you put your coffee to brew. Be careful not to lift up that handle and open up your K cup. So hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm probably not saying it right, but you know what I mean. So we're still brewing and we're still cleaning out our coffee pot. Like I said, we're going to continue to clean out our coffee maker or coffee pot until the add water light comes on. Okay, so our number 8 light and the descale light is still on, so we're gonna brew again. We're gonna keep brewing, keep brewing, keep brewing until that add water light comes on. So we're going to dispose of what we have and we're going to brew again. You guys. So now that we've done that, as you can see, our add water light is on. So now we're going to fill our reservoir up with water again. But first, we're going to empty out the limited amount of water that always is. That's where it ends at. We're going to pour that out. We're going to wash out our container again really well. And then we're going to fill it up with nothing but plain water. Because now we have to get the vinegar. We have to descale the vinegar that was put into the maker into the system to clean out the system. So we have to put, of course, our coffee maker in descale mode again. Because once we remove that to empty it out and wash it out, it knocks it off, and so we have to start over. So I think that's where I messed up at when I removed my reservoir to wash it out. I accidentally tried to lift up my container, so I ended up having to put my coffee maker back into descale mode, which is very easy. You just push the 10 and the 6, hold it, and that 8 and the descale light will be on at the same time. So now we're brewing nothing but plain water, and we're gonna brew that I would say about 3 to 4 times to make sure that your coffee maker is clean. So you're gonna keep doing this, and it's not a long process, y'all. It really is not. But you're gonna keep brewing it with plain water to clean it out until you see your descale light go off. Once you still see your descale light go off, then you know that you are ready to brew coffee. So it takes a little patience. But you're gonna keep filling it up if it requires you to, and you're gonna keep brewing until your descale light goes off. Okay, so you see our add water light is on again. Descale light is still on, so we're going to add some more water and we're going to do it again. We already have it in descale mode, so we're about to brew it. Like I said, we're going to continue to do that until our descale light goes off. Okay, you guys, as you can see, the descale light has turned off. So we're going to go ahead and test it to make sure. And yes, the descale light is off, so that means that we can now brew a cup of coffee and enjoy it. So we're going to go ahead and brew a cup of coffee so we can test the coffee and make sure that it now tastes like coffee, because it was tasting like just plain water at first. So let's go ahead and get that coffee brewing. It's looking good, y'all. If anybody like me, I love the smell of coffee. It smells so good to me when you first brewing it. It just wakes you up in the morning. And as you already can see, I have my creamer and caramel already at the bottom of the cup. That's just something that I like to do. I feel like that it mixes better when it's at the bottom. and it just comes up with that heat, that heated water. So anyway, guys, so yeah, looks like it's gonna be pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and let this brew, and then we're gonna test it out, taste it, and enjoy it. But I want to thank you for watching, and I hope that I help someone who may not know how to descale their Keurig Express. I want to give a big shout out to Just Dad. That's who I watch step by step. Also, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that red button and turn it gray for me. It's free $99 to join the Life family. Go ahead and join us. We would love to have you. Hope you enjoyed it. Have an awesome day. Bye.
Did the ocean